In this exercise, you will download and install Splunk. You will run basic Splunk searches. You will create tags used in a search. You will create an alert. And finally, you're going to create a report. Now pause the video and come up with your solution. After you come up with your solution, resume the video and compare your solution to what I came up with. Hello and welcome back. Let's compare your solution to what I came up with. Now first what we need to do is download Splunk. Now I already have it downloaded, so we're kind of fake this step a little bit, but basically what you would do if you were starting from scratch is you'd have to log in, and then you would be verified by your email address, and then you'd be able to download either Splunk Free or Splunk Enterprise. So after your download, what you would need to do is you need to start Splunk, and you do that from within your web browser. So here I go to localhost and I go to the Splunk landing page. Now from here, what we need to do is initially we need to add data, but if you already have data added, all we need to do is go into searching and reporting. So that's what we're going to do here. So if you needed to, you could add zip files or comma separated value files in the add files area or the add data area, and then you can navigate to search and reporting, which we're doing right now. So in searching and reporting, we're going to be doing some rudimentary searches. So basically by clicking on this button here, we're going to load our data source. And as we load our data source, what Splunk is going to do is it's going to load a default search for us. So we're going to choose one of these log files. And again, they were added in the add data portion. And then what Splunk's going to do is it's going to start a search for us. So we click on new search and immediately Splunk will start going through the log file for us. Now we can modify the search if we want, or we can just keep the search here that Splunk has given us. So we don't have any data for the initial time period, so we're going to choose a more broad time period and look for all time rather than just recent log files, because this so happens to be kind of an older one. So we're going to change the search to see if we could get data for all time rather than just for the past 24 hours. Now at this point we can do some more searching activity, or what we can do is we can save this as something else. For example, we can save this as a report, or we could save this as an alert. And to do that, you can navigate right underneath where it says search and reporting. You can save this as an alert or a report. So first we're going to save it as a report. We could do it in any order. So let's do it as a report first and give the report a title and perhaps a description, and then just quickly save it. So now we have this search saved as a report, and the next step would be, the last step would be to create an alert out of the search. So again, to do that, we'll navigate to save as, and we'll navigate down to alert after we get our retrieval done. And we're going to save this as an alert. So we'll choose alert, and then we could give the alert a name, a description, and we could navigate to permissions. We can add the triggering condition, which is basically what happens after this search is actually executed if it meets a certain criteria. We can change the throttling, which means how much of a pause are we going to have between this alert. And then finally, we can set the trigger action, which is basically an email, a webhook, a comma separated value file. In this case, I'm going to send myself an email that's associated with this alert. So let me put in my email address and just a couple other quick configuration options, and then do a save. So I just saved my alert. So in this video, you learned how to download Splunk, how to install Splunk, how to do basic searches, how to write a report, and how to write an alert.